Hey, what's up, everybody? So I thought I'd do my Flash spoiler and talk a little bit about the Flash. Now that I've seen it twice, I wanted to do a spoiler. So I will say that the humor was great. The younger Barry was funny as hell, but was kind of annoying. The jokes were great. I was laughing nonstop throughout that movie. But when seeing Ben Affleck's Batman, it was just so awesome, and I just wish we would have got a trilogy with him. But I wasn't really too keen on his suit. The Wonder Woman cameo that took me by surprise. I was like, "Oh my god, yes!" I reacted so hard in that theater because I really love the original Wonder Woman. It's one of my favorite DC movies in the whole Zack Snyder slate of movies. That one and Man of Steel is number 2 for me, and that was just so cool. And then when the whole lasso of truth, when Bruce was talking and Barry, that was great. I love the conversation between Flash and Bruce Wayne, and Bruce telling Barry about going back into the past could, destroy everything, which pretty much it did. But when we got to see Barry go back in time and see his parents again, that was just, oh man, that moment was just in him. It's like, hey, you can push me on the swing, you can take me to the park, to the zoo. I thought that was funny. And then when he saw the younger Barry, when he's like, oh shit, and he was like, oh, I got to shit. And I thought that was just hilarious. And I love the stuff how he took him to Star's labs, and so he can get his powers and stuff. And then Barry lost his powers, and once he went to the gate to see the Bruce Wayne, the Batman in that universe, I was just like, oh my god, here we go. Because I remember being 13 years old in the theater watching 89 Batman, and just seeing how accurate the hallways in Wayne Manor was perfect, just like 89 Batman, with all the statues, all his collection, the kitchen where him and Vicky Vale sat that one night having dinner was just exact. Oh my god. But it's sad knowing that Alfred has gone and passed away. But in seeing a very old Bruce Wayne, oh my god, to see the Batcave, hearing the 89 Batman theme, seeing the Batmobile, the 89 Batmobile, that was awesome. And the one thing I really didn't like about the movie is we didn't get to see any of the Batmobile in action. I'm like, come on, you're going to tease us like that? But it was cool to see the new edition of the Batwing, because obviously, if you remember, the original Batwing got destroyed by the Joker in the 89 movie. So I loved how the younger Barry found Joker's laughing box. That was a nice homage back to 89 Batman. And then when Bruce put his eye to the indicator and it just opened up the vault with the suits, oh my god, that was so awesome. I loved the whole scene with Supergirl. I thought she was fantastic. It sucks. I was shocked they killed her and Bruce Wayne off. I can't believe they killed off Michael Keaton's Batman. I was like, no! I don't think they're going to use that Supergirl for the new reboot, Supergirl World of Tomorrow. I think they're definitely going to recast, especially at the end, how the end ended. I love the, hey, you want to get nuts? Kind of throwback to the 89 Batman. Just seeing him, seeing Barry trying to get his powers back, it was totally out of Flashpoint. I thought that was really cool. The action was great. Seeing the Dark Flash, that was I was like, okay, is that Reverse Flash or what's going on? And I was like, oh, okay, so that was come on, Chloe. that was like Dark Flash, which I was kind of like thinking, I was like, okay, are they going to use Reverse Flash in any of this? But so Michael Shannon, the ending was just great. It had a really good score. The baby scene was crazy, and everybody was complaining how the CGI looked awful, and it was on purpose too, because in the Speed Force, everything's supposed to look very weird. So after I heard Andy Muschietti come out and say that, I didn't have a problem with this. And I'm only going to talk a few more minutes, but with Barry going back and seeing his mom and saying the last goodbye to his mom, placing the tomato sauce can up on the top, it was just like, oh my God, like me and my friends were sniffing. I was definitely had tears, because that was just a heartbreaking moment, saying goodbye to his mom. And then Barry thinking he's back in his universe, and the whole George Clooney cameo, I was just like, what? No freaking way. Oh my God. I'm like, he's in the George Clooney universe now. So after that point, I just knew that there wasn't going to be another Flash movie with him being stuck in that universe. But never say never. There could be, if there's a will, there's a way. And I also got to say real quick, the go back, the cameos. Oh my God. Like when they showed Adam West, and then they showed like George Reeves Superman, I thought that was awesome. Seeing Nicolas Cage as Superman. If you guys haven't seen Superman Lives, or is it? I think John, the late great John Sweaty, the comic book Sweaty nerd himself, John Schnepp, did a documentary on Superman Lives, or I think it's called Superman Lives, What Happened. And when I saw the Nicolas Cage, I was just like, oh my God, that was a nice homage to John Schnepp. And it wasn't for John Schnepp's documentary on Nicolas Cage as being Superman, I don't even think that would have been in there. I'm really surprised they didn't use Grant Gustin, because I was just like, how did they not use Grant Gustin like in that throwback? The whole deepfake of Christopher Reeves and Supergirl, that was amazing. That deepfake looked really good for Christopher Reeve. Like, I loved it. I loved that so much. I thought the cameo stuff was awesome. And I know Andy Muschietti said that he wanted to use Cesar Romero's Joker and Burgess Meredith's Penguin as more. So I guess there was some more cameos planned. So I don't know if that is going to be on the DVD Blu-ray, but I know the Blu-ray is coming out in September, and that's definitely one I'm definitely going to pick up. So, but anyway, there's a little, if I miss some things, I'm sorry, but I just wanted to do a quick rundown on do a spoiler chat of The Flash real quick, since I didn't really get to talk about it. I really want to go see it at least one more time, maybe for a third time, before it leaves theaters. So I definitely want to see that one more time, and I really want to see Transformers for a third time, because that was just spectacular. I loved Transformers Rise of the Beast. Right now, I still have Flash at number 3. Like, I moved it up. So right now, I think on my letterbox, I have John Wick Chapter 4, which I do not see anything beating John Wick Chapter 4. I've got Transformers at number 2. I got Flash at number 3. I got Across the Spider-Verse at number 4, and I definitely feel like, even though like how much I loved Across the Spider-Verse, like I just feel like with more and more movies coming out, I feel like it's going to drop a little bit, like with Oppenheimer, definitely with Dune, definitely with Mission Impossible, Day Reckoning, I think it's called, Part 1. So yeah, with those movies, I definitely feel like, it's going to drop a little, not just because it's terrible, just because, I like, a couple more movies better than that. But I could see it definitely ending up in my top 10, Spider-Verse. So anyway, I'm going to get going here. Thanks for listening to my Flash spoiler. If you're running across my channel, definitely give me a follow. You can follow me on YouTube, PS Gamer Guy 76. If you're on Twitch, same name, PS Gamer Guy 76. And hopefully everybody has a great Sunday evening. Take care and talk to you soon.